So this is how I'm going to do this part. Yes. And this one can be assembled separately as well. And then the two of them can be put together. Maybe planning too far ahead with this, but let's see if it works at all. We'll probably need alteration. Yes, these parts are coming in too fast. Perhaps 3 delays in that line should help. That doesn't look right at all, and I know why. This, a part of the assembler, is not working. So I'm going to get rid of it. I have a new idea now. This time, we're going to use this method. And as long as they come in at the right time, they will always be interlocked. Yes, now it's working. So this part is functioning correctly now. We can send that forward to the dropper that drops it into this assembly. Now this is going to require special maneuver. We're actually going to need to lift this as well. All of this. For its temporary assembling area. For the specific module. These 2 lines can be assembled separately. On this level. And then every time the next batch is ready to be assembled, it pushes the last one out of the way. Perfect. And now these just need to be put together correctly. Is in the opposite orientation of what I wanted, and so what I can do instead is swap the polarity of these. And so now, yes, this is correct. Now watch what happens. This updated system will assemble them in the correct order now. And at this point we can bring out this part, which will attach these in the same way that that is attached. And this will be the dropping zone. Actually, these are all 5 units long. There. As long as it's all synchronized correctly, this should work exactly as intended. Actually, there is one minor flaw, which can be rectified by having the dropper area be down here instead. So I just need to move all of this. One more back than this. There. And now this area should function exactly as it's supposed to, as long as one of them doesn't come in too fast. This one comes in too fast. In that case, there are some things we can do about that. In fact, here's one thing we can do. We can delay all of that by 1 cycle. Simple. Now let's see what happens. Now we just need an ejector. There, I think this is done now. Look at this monster. Yes, this is exactly what I wanted. Be careful, mind the gap. Now there's only 3 left until this final sector, which I don't even know about. I've never been there before. Now, about this. The final level of this chapter. A lot of pre-made parts we can use. This is a lot of complicated work, though. So here's what we can do. Hold on. First, we connect them like that, and then we connect them like this. Like this. Like this. And then that's sent out to be rotated to the correct orientation to be placed on those. And then sent to them to be affixed. Let's see how this works for timing. Oh, that's bad timing. Too much delay here. Yes, this looks correct, and now we can attach the welder very simply right here. And then, that's this part complete, we can send that out. Oh, that's too far back. There. This is correct. Now, about all this trash. This thing. Going to be interesting. Now, there's a lot of complex work needed to be done with these hull pieces. Now, let's focus on that first. Wow. That hull. That's going to be the hardest part. In fact, I think we just did the easiest part. Well, at least there's a lot of vertical room that we have to work with that I never noticed before. Let's come back to this later. So what do we have here? Oh yes. Now I see what needs to be done here. So first, to send everything through in no particular order, we can sort it out after it's through. But we should also make sure that there's enough, make sure that the stoichiometry is correct. So, I can't tell. 9 in the bottom, 9 on top, that's 18 in total, and then an additional 4, that's 22. So, that's 11 times 2, 11 as a prime factor, that's a nightmare. Yeah, so actually, 5, 10, 15, 20, 22. Let's see if this strip has all of the parts necessary. There. Now we can count. There's 4 of those struts we need, 2 of those cores we need, and then the hull we need 16 of. We have 4, 8, 12, 16. Yes, this is all correct. And then we can split all of this. And it would also be a good idea to give ourselves enough room to work with by moving all of this aside. There. This should be correct. Oh, and the wiring, I forgot. Now I need to memorize where all of these pieces land so that I can separate them correctly. Now that's going to be fun.